But still, you know what? It's better to get that bigger release than, you know,
Hi girls. It's alright, video. Say hello. Hi. Brilliant.
Goodness, it's great. It's great to see you. It's great to see you, and we made the effort to come down, but we didn't know that you were coming.
You don't get you don't hang about, do you? Oh, thanks so much for coming, mate.
They were asking where you were. They said you were.
I'm going to see it.
Do you know what? There's another guy. Many miles different to you, but I thought, are you Paul? He's looking for Paul.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. This gentleman was the original drummer, Marc Bolan.
Oh, wow.
That band at the end.
Yes, oh, that was you.
This is our editor. You edited the whole film.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So there we go.
Nice to meet you. Oh, fantastic. So glad you could come. He's in demand, I'm sure.
No, that's good. We just opened.
Segue. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike Apted made an extraordinary series called 7 Up, who some of you may have watched over the years, and that made a huge impression on me. It's when you follow a group of kids from 7 and then 7 years later and all that. And that's one of my all-time favourite documentaries. It's amazing, isn't it? And there was one particular boy, I think his name was Neil, and he kind of fascinated me more than the others really, because in the very beginning he was this grammar school Liverpudlian kid, like posh Scouser, and that sounds an odd thing, but they do exist. Posh Scousers, like polarity. And as it progressed, as he got older, and as we met him every 7 years, he started deteriorating in mental health. And I thought that was actually a fascinating and tragic story. So when I was writing, or started writing this script, I always had this character of Neil in the back of my mind. And out of this memory of 7 Up came Jimmy. And alongside that, around the same time as this soup was swimming around in my head, I read an autobiography by a wonderful actor from Liverpool called Paul Barber, and lovely. You might know him from is it Only Fools and Horses, yeah, but loads more stuff. And his life, most of his life growing up was in children's homes, and it really resonated with me. And I thought, right, I getting the jigsaw puzzle together, and I've got children's homes, I've got 7 Up, I've got a guy living in a caravan, and I wanted, very quickly, I remember walking down the high street in Chester, and I saw this woman who was clearing up for the day. She worked in a jewellery shop, and she was clearing up all the rings and necklaces and that together, and she had this really sad face, and I thought, I wonder whether there's a story there. And in a way that kind of segued into Penny and Sadie. So it was, what? Yeah, it was Your Big Sad Face. So yeah, it was it's an album of lots of different stories, and I decided to sort of put them all together and stick them together with glue, and out came Bolan. Oh, and of course Marc Bolan music. I mean, I needed a soundtrack, and it's kind of Marc Bolan and T.Rex was my childhood soundtrack. So what better music to have backing up your film?
I always laugh whenever anyone asks me, like, so how did you get on the project? Gainful employment. It's always great when you're an actor. But usually it comes with loads of auditioning, but the story behind this is me and IPD, as he's known in the industry. Everyone loves Ian, and I worked with Ian as an actor on my first telly job. I had about 4 lines, and he was very kind to me at the read-through. And then we worked together over the years, and I was in Lithuania filming something, and he rang me up and went, mate, I'll buy you a sarnie when you get back to London, but I've got to do a Zoom read-through for this film that I've written. I'm going to direct it. Full disclosure, there's nothing in it for you, but can you please read this part? And I was like, anything for IPD. So I did the read-through, Greg was there, and Terry and Laura were on, and I was staying in this, I was fucking 1860 hotel in Lithuania with a stone wall and no fucking Wi-Fi. So I was hanging off the sides of the balcony, doing this like Zoom reading on my phone. And I'd read the script really quickly, because I think you'd only called me a couple of days before, and I just thought, oh, that's great. And then just like something happened when I was reading it, and it just doesn't always happen. And it just like felt it. And it's funny watching that scene with Marc in that, like I felt the same way that I felt in the read-through, and the same way I felt the day that we filmed it. Just like felt this overwhelming connection to the character and the story. And then that was that, and I said thank you and went about my business. And then I suppose a couple of months later, or a while later, I was still in Lithuania, and the agent rang me to do, you've had an offer on this film, and I don't really understand because it's like Penny Sadie. And I was like, oh no, that's, and I thought, oh, Ian's put me in there. Like he's given me a job like driving the bus or something. Genuinely, I thought there was like some confusion, and then when they were like, no, it's that, I was like, surely not. And then they were like, oh, Tim Spall is, and I was like, surely not. So much more famous to me for that. And that was it. And then we were off. And this was my favourite thing in the whole world. Every day.